We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue. But nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Redskins. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a handoff, Geis going right, and 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up!
The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
11, 11, 11, 11.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
65, 65.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your...
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Extra point forthcoming. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script play.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, so they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. Check 3. Sponge. No.
On 2nd and 9. Haskins. Open man is born. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Watch it, Check back.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. 12.
I got it. Check 13. Check 13.
A give to Kamara running right. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Yeah, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
21.
Toss play, Kamara. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! I'm gonna need some therapy after this.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've been off to the races already, a 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Geis. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
17-0 our score after 1. On first down, this is Geis. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want none. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Ready. Hey, no. 54 Mike. Crunch time, defense. Yeah.
Haskins on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Check 24. Check 24.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
This is Geis. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tackles.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 30 on second down, Garoppolo. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Here we go. 65.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Going deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
First down, Vikings.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Switch.
2nd down, Haskins. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Here I come. I got motion, man. Me. I got this. Mike's 54.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Let's go. Watch the safety creep. Motion. Check. Shift. 54's Mike. Check. Wow. 54. Rip left.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. It's Geis on the counter, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Preston Williams in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one now.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So that PI call will give them one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained. maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
First down, Minnesota.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 22-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. A 10th carry for Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Here we go. Check.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And Diggs has it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it. And then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And that's caught by Smith. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
13.
56. Mike, 56 right there. 56.
Play action. Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to get a score back.
I know the scoreboard says here, but for all those who are playing fantasy football, their scoreboards are different. Points scored could benefit someone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time
one
we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
2nd and 11. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, who can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Protein spill.
Back to throw now on first down. Open man is Bourne. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Brooks, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
I got him. 80 weapons.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Redskins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw is Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Big stop, let's go.
Here we go with Kamara. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Tight dog, tight dog.
They'll run. This is Kamara. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action. Now Garoppolo. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 36. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Here we go.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Yeah. Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. 20.
Garoppolo now. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Trying to go back again to Adam Thielen from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. It's complete to Diggs. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try. Now Garoppolo. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 39.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that one.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
56. Here we go.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Black 80!
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
Eleven.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try.
We own them.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the Redskins, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.